everyone, we're going to grab y equals 2 plus 3x squared minus x cubed. And we're going to look for stationary points and determine the type. There are 3 types. And then find the coordinates of the points where the curve meets the x and y axis and sketch the curve. So basically what we want to do is find minimum and maximums. There's minimum, maximum points of inflection. Those are the 3 types of stationary points. So for the first one, what we're going to do is these steps. First, find an expression for derivative of y with respect to x. We're setting this to 0. So let's take the derivative of that. And we're going to get 6x minus 3x squared. All right, and set this to 0. Solve for x. So when we do that, let's factor out of 3x. You're going to get 2 minus x equals 0. So basically we have x equals 0 and x equals 2. Now you can plug the points back in to see the exact points. So if I plug in 0 into this, I'm just going to get 2. If I plug in 2, I'm going to get 2 plus 3 times 2 squared minus 2 cubed. So it's going to be 2 plus 12 minus 8. That gives you 6. So here's our 2 points. Now we want to determine if they're minimum, maximums, or inflection points. So we're going to take the second derivative. So we take the second derivative of this. We're going to do the derivative. Second derivative of y with respect to x. And that's just going to give you 6 minus 6x. Now, what you're going to do from there, and let's write it on this next slide so I have room. So we have the second derivative is 6 minus 6x. Our 2x values were x equals 0, x equals 2. So you plug that in your second derivative. So you have 6, so when x is 0, you're going to get 6 minus 6 times 0 equals 6. That is a positive number. So that means that's going to suggest, positive is going to suggest a minimum. A minimum is the value of the derivatives increasing. So that means the second derivative is positive. Now let's plug in x for x equals 2. That's going to give you 6 minus 6 times 2, which is negative 12. That is a negative. So remember, when you get the negative, that suggests a maximum. We already did our 2 points. Our 2 points is going to be 0, 2. So that one is going to be a minimum point. And our other point was 2, 6. And that's going to be our maximum point. Then we can sketch the curve. It has a degree of 3. That means it's going to have at most 2 turning points. It's always n minus 1 turning points. So let's look at it. I kind of plotted these here. This is 0, 2, which is a minimum. So we're starting here, connecting our 2, 6. This was at 6. And then it's too hard to factor this problem. So I used my graphing display calculator and found this x coordinate using the trace function on the calculator. And that gave me a 3.2, 0. Of course, this point here is a y-intercept. And there's your little sketch. That's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.